He's Michael,
He's Reuben.
and this show is... Oh, it's like music to my... Well, it is music to my ears. It's quite literally being streamed into my ears through these headphones.
Glorious. What a glorious sound. For another Monday, another 3 p.m. on a Monday.
I don't call them Mondays anymore. I call them Mondays.
Whoa! Monday fun day.
Monthslay.
How are you doing this fine Monday day?
I'm ready to break some... You know what I'm ready to break? I'm going to wreck it. I'm going to break something. I'm ready to break this down. I'm good. I'm pumped. That's how I am. How are
Me
you?
too. I'm feeling ready for this one. Do you want to give the audience a little taste of what we might be seeing today?
Yeah, so if you haven't tuned in before, firstly, what is wrong with you mentally? This is the show where we kind of pit things against each other and we decide what in the world is simply the best and what's simply the rest.
It's good. I like that.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
I like shot awake last night. Eureka!
Bazinga!
So we take a kind of abstract category and we see what's going on. What do we like the best? This week we've got rounds as our topic.
Rounds in many senses of the word, I think, as we'll get on to.
We've come up with a few devious tricks along the way.
I like that.
Devilish.
Ooh, delightfully devilish, Seymour. Okay. Are we ready? Are we just going to get straight into it?
Let's get straight into it. I'm ready.
If you've not tuned in before, here's how it goes. We take 8 things, we put them in a bracket, knockout style. They go head to head, and we find out which one is simply the best. And our first matchup for today is a round of applause versus the Arctic Circle.
Ooh. So the Arctic Circle, of course, being a round circle.
Yes, circles generally are of the round variety.
And a round of applause being a round of applause.
Yes, that's not much.
Just a little bit of context.
Thanks for that one. So, a round of applause. Let's start there.
Rounds of applause. I've got mixed feelings. Obviously, it's a lovely thing to commend another person. We celebrated this last week with Tommy Love and Care. You know,
and laughing out loud, which was our
exactly.
eventual winner.
But maybe it's the disposition of my character. It's like the same sphere as being sung "Happy Birthday" for me, where it's like you're kind of standing there when you're on the receiving end of a round of applause, or you're sung "Happy Birthday," and it's just you're standing there, and it's like it's nice, but it's just like it's kind of awkward. What do you do? How long does it go on for? You know,
I think you're right. There's a time and a place. Coming from someone who does do performance in certain capacities, outside of the show, I think a round of applause is a lovely way as a performer to know that an audience enjoyed your performance. And typically you're bowing during that, so it's not so bad in terms of, as you mentioned, just standing there as with a happy birthday. But then there are circumstances where I don't think applause is warranted. For example, landing the plane. Are you a clap after landing the plane kind of person?
No, that's the same kind of thing. Do you remember clap for the NHS?
Yes.
Do you remember that was maybe...
Did you clap?
No, I didn't clap.
You didn't clap for the
NHS. And maybe that makes me a horrible person. But it's just...
I think we're going to have to reconsider this relationship that we've got on there.
It's just, I don't know. Like you said, there's a time and a place. And it can get a bit performative, right?
I think that's the thing, isn't it? The performative nature of it. I think if you really enjoyed something, a performance, and you applaud, I think that's great. But then, I was going to mention this because I was thinking about times where I've enjoyed applauding, times where I haven't. And orchestral concerts, which, I've been to quite a few, they clap for so long. Because if you clap long enough, the conductor, they leave the stage and then they come back on if you're still clapping.
Yeah.
And that ensures another 2 minutes. I've been clapping for maybe 10 plus minutes straight at concerts. And I don't think that is warranted.
No, speaking of long, I was kind of looking at, I've got a bit hard on the stats this week.
Wow.
I'm at the University Challenge tryouts later. So I thought, let me get my research brain on. Okay. And I can score better than 4 out of 30 on the entrance exam, which is how I scored last time I tried.
Universally challenged, maybe is.
Zinga. I was looking at, what the longest applause is. Like you mentioned, they can go on for donkey's years. The longest applause ever 3 hours and 16 minutes. This is Guinness World Records.
And 1 second, I believe, is on
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet that was like, in school assemblies where someone's got to be the last guy to clap. That was that. That's what was going on there.
They were only supposed to do it for 2 hours, but there were just two guys who just would not give it up.
This was achieved by the Clap for Jesus team in Uganda. So, very cool. Although that's an orchestrated applause, right? That they were going for the record. So I was looking at like what's the actual just kind of most genuine, spontaneous applause that was the longest. 1991 opera singer Placido Domingo, as I'm sure he likes to be called, received 80 minutes of applause after his performance of Othello in Vienna. I like
80
Othello.
minutes?
Yeah.
That is, it must have been a good performance.
It must have been.
Wow.
Yeah.
80, an hour and 20. Yeah.
Oh, quick maths.
Oh, I thought I got it wrong then. Okay, so round of applause can be good, can be bad.
Yeah.
As with many things on this show. Something that I don't know if it has goodness or badness. The Arctic Circle. Now, do you want me to tell you exactly what it is? Or I'll tell the listeners, just in case
Please.
you already know.
Obviously, I know.
Okay. So, the Arctic Circle is the southernmost latitude in the Northern Hemisphere. So basically at the top of the Earth, the circle around the top of the Earth, where at some point in the year, there is a day where the sun does not show up. Pretty cool. I know vitamin D wise, maybe not great, but I have written has aura, because I think that is quite a cool phenomenon.
Of course, it also has aurora. Right?
Oh, okay. But I was thinking, there's these theories about the ice walls in the Arctic Circle. Obviously, you're a flat earther. So tell us more about that.
Whoa. Okay. One thing I have written in my notes here is that the thing that makes the Arctic Circle less cool for me, I would be more enthused about the Arctic Circle if it was actually, like crop circles, where it is just like an actual
circle of crop.
And it's like shapes in nature. But it is the same lines as like the Bermuda Triangle or like Trafalgar Square. It's just like a social construct that we've imposed.
You're saying Trafalgar isn't square? Right? But there is... The Arctic Circle is a circle, is it not?
Yeah, but it's a circle we drew. I could draw a circle in this room right now and I could call it Simply the Best Circle. But I'm not going to do that.
Fair enough. You think the Arctic Circle is a social construct?
I do.
Not quite flat Earth, but it's an interesting theory.
I'm just saying the penguins are not sitting there thinking, we're in the Arctic Circle. They're thinking,
this is true.
It's freezing, mate. That's what they're thinking.
I've got some happy feet. That's what they're thinking. See, I was doing some of my research as well, trying to find some stats on the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Turns out there's some discourse about the Arctic Circle on the Arctic Circle Wikipedia page.
Oh, I thought you said the Arctic Circle Wiki.
I don't know if that exists, but if it does, I'm sure we're going to get a feature after today's episode. Somebody tried to edit the Dutch version of the page, but the changes were reverted. And that was in 2018. I think that was the last time anyone actively thought about the Arctic Circle. I do agree with you. Maybe the Arctic Circle is just something we drew up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it is a natural phenomenon, but who's to say that circle won't change one day?
That's true. I mean, it does change, right? It's like, I think it shifts by a few centimeters every year.
Whoa.
Something to do with like the Earth spins on its axis. I don't know. I'm going to embarrass myself if I speak for any longer. The axis, polarity.
Yeah. Now, when we come to this matchup,
we've got a battle of mid really going on here, I think.
I don't think applause is mid. Maybe you just don't receive that much applause.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Maybe I need to be better at receiving applause, receiving compliments.
If you're listening right now, just give Reuben a little clap for his performance on today's show.
Let's pick a time and we'll do like a clap for the NHS. But it'll be for me specifically.
A clap for Reuben. Hand for a hero. I think I'm leaning a round of applause. I thought the Arctic Circle might have a shot here, but I think you've convinced me against it. Do you want to give it away then?
Of the Arctic Circle and rounds of applause. The round of applause is... Simply the best! First winner here today.
I think I did expect that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought Arctic Circle had a shot.
It's big, quite literally. Maybe the biggest thing we've got in the competition today.
Our second matchup for today is a paper round versus a round of drinks.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting. Did you do a paper round?
No, there was this newsagent that we would go to a lot It's okay. Well, it wasn't like a day out. We'd happened by just a few minutes away from my house, and I always have this memory of every time I'd go in there. My mum would get me to go and pick up a few bits, and there was a guy working there, and he really wanted me on his paper round. Every time he'd say, "Oh, I need someone to deliver my papers. Consider it." And I go, yeah, okay. And after a while, I did just start avoiding that newsagents because I couldn't live up to the.
So somewhere in a different timeline, you are a newspaper conglomerate.
Yeah.
From that moment, but you chose not to. Why did you choose not to?
I don't know. I mean, I think it was probably just laziness on my part, because when I think quite highly of the paper round. It's
I agree.
In like 2017, that like picture that was all the rage with like Redditors that was like, it ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah.
That's what I think of immediately when I think of the paper round. It's just good, clean, honest work, right?
Yeah, it gets you waking up early, I think. That was the thing. Everyone who did a paper round when they were 14, 15 probably had a good sense of discipline in terms of, understanding like sometimes you just got to do the honest work.
Yeah.
Wake up early, hand out the papers. And it's an important job,
Spreading information.
I think it's a very respectable thing to do. Speaking of respectable things to do, buying a round of drinks. Now that's going to make you popular at the function.
Yeah, I put it in our notes. It makes you feel like a man when you come to that table, and it's like, this one's on me, guys. It feels there's nothing else quite like it because you don't drink. So how do you feel about it?
I don't know. I think, like you said, it's a nice gesture, but sometimes it is used as a forfeit of some kind, or some kind of, if you lose a challenge or something, then you have to buy a round of drinks. I don't necessarily enjoy that. And I think I've definitely seen some people I know fall into the trap of doing it too much. They're just too giving.
Yeah.
And then the bank account suffers as a result.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, maybe I feel like I'm revealing a lot about my character on today's episode, but I kind of get that thing. I mean, I appreciate the gesture, but I don't like it when someone else buys a drink for me, because I don't usually tend to be like that with the kind of like transactional things in friendships. But when someone buys a drink for me, I kind of start thinking about, okay, right, I've got to owe it to this person to buy them a drink at some point.
Yeah.
And then I just get really stressed out because obviously you say, oh, I'll get your next one. And they're like, no, mate. And it's like the tea video. You can't force it upon them at that point.
You're right. It does rely on not taking it too transactionally.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I have a lot of respect for the paper round.
Yeah, I do as well. There's no losers in the paper round, right? We're kind of talking about like, buy drinks, and it's like, oh, someone's maybe feeling a bit bad, The paper round, everyone's happy. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe if you don't like getting up so early in the morning, but I think
you have agreed to do it.
You've agreed to do it. You come home and you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
You've made some money at a young age, which is hard to do nowadays.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And you spread the good word.
So I think between paper round and buying a round of drinks, paper round, you are I didn't mess it up this week.
No, you're getting good.
I'm locked in.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Let's lock in this third matchup of the first round.
Segue.
A round of golf versus Frère Jacques. Frère Jacques.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the song is pronounced Frère Jacques, but in French it would be pronounced Frère. I don't know. Anyway, you probably know the song. I hope you do.
Yeah.
A round of golf versus Frère Jacques.
I like golf. I was obviously very fond of my Wii golf back in the day. I was, I've got a mean stroke.
Okay. You are revealing a lot about your character this week.
I haven't played too much actual golf. I did. I mean, we went to the same secondary school for quite a while. Remember, year 7, we had to pick various like sports enrichment activities.
Yeah.
And I like to think I'm pretty spry now, but I think back then I would very much avoid any sort of physical exertion. So my 2 sports I picked as golf and snooker, which is like the most stationary sports you can possibly pick.
Yeah.
So every week we'd get the bus down to like the driving range, and we just whack them. We just hit these golf balls, and I enjoyed that.
I think it's another sport that you mentioned about feeling like the man.
Mm-hmm.
I think golf is one of those sports when you hit a clean shot in golf.
Yeah.
Boy, does it make you feel like the man.
Has your golf been mainly on the Wii?
I would say it has been mainly on the Wii. Particularly on the target practice minigame.
Oh.
Shout out to anyone who's listening who knows.
Do they have that in real life?
I hope so. I think
Otherwise,
Top Golf. See, this is what I was going to mention. Top Golf is my other golfing experience, and they have a similar system there, and that's quite nice. You can get a drink, get some food, and have some golf time with your buddies.
Yeah, mini golf, of course.
Of course,
a well of time. I just that has occurred to me now.
Maybe I came into this thinking golf. It's not a particularly accessible sport, but now I think about it, it has made a cultural impact.
How so? Accessible? How?
I think when you think of the average golf player, you do think of someone who maybe has grown up with the facilities to play golf.
Yeah, I thought you meant in terms of like disabilities.
Well, that too.
Because I haven't seen wheelchair golf, but I hope it exists.
Maybe let's get on that. The Wheelchair Golf League, WGL, property of STB, of course.
Of course.
Okay, Frere Jacques. I feel like I have to sing it every time I say it. We all know it.
It's a round, of course.
Yes. First of all, to clear this up,
that is sung as a round. Do you remember in primary school, every single week they had us doing that round of like when the Saints go marching in and Sweet Chariot? I swear to God, they had us doing that like every day. For whose gain? For whose benefit was that?
I don't know. I do now know those two songs particularly well.
Yeah.
This is what I was wondering, because Frere Jacques, I don't actually know its origin. I didn't do any research into that.
Boy, do I have some research for you.
Okay, go for it.
So this is French nursery rhyme. Frere Jacques. The French lyrics are saying that he has overslept and he's missed his duty to ring the bells. Church, the wake up
Brother
bells.
Jack.
Brother Jack. There's a line in there about him. He needs to go and ring the bells, basically.
Oh.
In the English, this is like a sub versus dub moment, right? Because in the English dub, they changed it to morning bells are ringing, which implies that the bells are already ringing.
Sub versus dub moment.
Sub versus dub. Which one do you prefer?
I think I prefer the French version.
Yeah.
Little story there.
Always watch the sub. Always watch the sub.
I don't think I ever learned it. But clearly I did, because I now know it.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it feels like. But I don't think I ever was sat down and taught Frere Jacques.
No, we were too busy doing Sweet Chariot for the umpteenth time.
In terms of general songs that are rounds, because this is the only one we've included here today, they are very satisfying. I'm partial to a Frere Jacques.
Yeah.
I think it does get a little bit repetitive, but that's the nature of...
That's the nature of a round.
Of a round, isn't it? When you're thinking about comparing Frere Jacques to a round of golf...
Yeah.
I think Frere Jacques has, happy properties, whereas golf is a little bit more serious, a little bit more...
competitive.
Horror-filled. But for me, the memories of Wii Sports Golf have defined my childhood much more than Frere Jacques ever did.
Absolutely. I've practiced my stroke many times over, spent a lot of hours on Wii Sports Golf. And, like I said, in the range at 11 years of age.
Maybe let's make golf more accessible so more people can experience it.
Let's do free golf.
For all.
For all. Golf for all.
It required golf for all.
Mandatory state
mandated golf.
You've been conscripted.
Do you want to hit us with the final verdict?
Of a round of golf and a round of Frere Jacques. Sorry about that.
Wonderful.
Golf. A round of golf has been crowned.
Again, one I wasn't expecting, actually.
So, final matchup. A round robin versus... Wait. Versus...
Lightning round!
See what I did there?
A little meta reference there.
Yeah,
Do we want to start there?
Yeah, let's start there.
Lightning round. It's been a great addition to the show, I think.
Yeah.
It's been there since the first show, but only had a jingle for 2 episodes now, I think.
Yeah, I like to say, simply the best history podcast.
Maybe we'll have a fan podcast soon enough. I've really enjoyed the addition of Lightning Round to the show.
It's a way to give back to our community, I think.
Which has been ever growing.
Ever growing. It's going up by the week. I think we're, 27 followers now. And
wow,
that's only going up. We could potentially hit 28.
Today. If you followed, where would they follow?
They would follow, I think they would have to go to Instagram.com, www.instagram.com, Simply the Best Show, at Simply the Best Show. And you can see there, it will put little polls up for future lightning rounds. And you might win a prize.
Wow. And speaking of prizes, I think most of the listeners who have won the lightning round have enjoyed receiving their prizes.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Although
they love it.
Our housemate Matthew, who won the first ever lightning round, has his prizes still waiting outside of his door. in our house. So
he's just saving it for the right moment, I'm
okay.
sure.
Yes, when he makes his Indian dumplings.
Of course. Lightning round also occurs in other... There's not just our lightning round.
Yes,
there's lightning round in other shows. Any kind of speed-based round. The final chase in ITV game show The Chase.
Which I fear you may have something to say about this.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a bone to pick. Have you noticed when you watch the final chase, the types of questions they give to the chaser versus the types of questions they give to the team?
Have you done an extensive listen on this?
I mean, I haven't gone away and fully crunched the numbers. This is more of an anecdotal thing. But it always, it winds me up because you're in that, you're like screaming at the beast, come on, go away, the beast. And
stop chasing me.
So yeah, we're not allowed to chase in the house anymore. I get a bit excited. What the team called in the chase?
The Eggheads. No,
you're thinking of the game show Egghead,
right? Okay, I don't know what they're called actually. The Runners. No, they're not called the Runners, but that would make sense.
Yeah, let's call them the Runners. But they're being asked, duration of the longest round of applause in Uganda. And then it goes to the chaser, and he gets asked, who's the Prime Minister? And it's just, there's it's unfair.
No, that's fair enough.
The vowels round in Only Connect. Do you watch Only Connect?
I do.
I like that.
You do like that?
I do like that one. That's a good one.
What, the show or the lightning round?
Both. It gets me going, again. Not in a weird way.
Okay.
It gets me riled up.
Right.
But in a more positive way. So I think the lightning rounds are good. They're intense.
Nice change of pace as well.
Yeah.
I think in any given game show.
Yeah.
Okay, round robins. This was a late addition.
The 11th hour.
Very much so at the 11th hour, maybe 10 minutes before the show. We substituted it in, swapped it in.
We had a little of how the sausage gets made here. We were originally going to have a round of ammo in the competition, but it got
usurped.
Yeah.
By round robin. Okay, first of all, the tournament format of a round robin.
Mm-hmm.
Very standard, very good. Everyone plays everyone.
Yeah.
You can't really beat that, can you?
Yeah.
If we're just thinking about robins.
Yeah.
A nice little plump round robin.
An angry bird.
How are we feeling about robins?
I like robins. They're one of those birds that I look at and it isn't nature beautiful? Because birds come up a lot on the show. I think we've had a majority of episodes we've talked about birds. Some birds you look at and it's just like, oh, Christ, mate, get away. It's
Don't talk about the kingfisher like that again.
No, I'm not. My respect to the kingfisher,
okay.
But
finally,
you look outside and you see just loads of pigeons, or you see a seagull, and it's like, oh my god, stop. When you see a robin, and the winter as well, those little Christmas cards, you've got a little robin on it. They're usually not round, but
And it's interesting because I think a bird like that, that is featured so heavily on cards, Christmas cards, can outstay its welcome. But the robin, I think, has struck the perfect balance.
Yeah.
Between being an icon, but being still a wonderful sight to see in real life.
Yeah, and we use this word a lot, but I look at the robin, I think the humble robin.
The humble robin.
It's not gassing itself up to the other birds that it's on all the Christmas cards. It's just sitting on a little branch, eating a berry.
Lovely flash of colour in the winter months.
I think we've come to a conclusion.
Because we were talking very positively about lightning rounds in general.
I don't know. I think my rage at the chase has kind of skewed me. But I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm happy with that. I think I agree with you. They can be a little bit stressful.
Yeah. If it was strictly our lightning round, then obviously that would be simply straight to the top. Yes. Simply the best.
Of course.
But we're speaking about other inferior shows here as well. And then that has to be factored in.
And between a plump round robin and lightning rounds. Round robins, you are...
Lightning round!
I had the wrong one queued up still.
Oh, mate, you've had a stinker. Round robins, you are...
There we go, that one. We'll edit that out.
In the final cut.
Yeah. Should we go through a quick recap of what's happened, what's transpired and what's to come?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, the first round of today's show has seen a round of applause trump the Arctic Circle. We have seen the humble paper round take it over buying a round of drinks. We've seen a round of golf be out Frere Jacques. And in our most recent matchup, a round robin, the humble robin, has taken it over lightning rounds.
Wow.
Strong set of contenders here today, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
They're the best around.
Oh.
Right, should I play
He's
the
on
song?
fire.
Should I play the song?
Let's do it. What have we got today, Reuben?
We have a dutty little ditty. This is by Daft Punk, Around the World.
Profound lyricism.
Truly. That's what the punk do best.
Okay.
Are they French?
Am I French?
Are they French?
Oh, yes. Are they? Maybe they know Frere Jacques. They probably do.
That was their first song, actually.
Are Daft Punk French?
That's how they made their name.
They are French electronic music duo. They are French.
Right. We've got the semi-finals.
So, the first semi-final we have got today is a round of applause versus the paper round.
Ooh, tough competition.
Yeah, I think the honesty of the paper round is what's pushed it this far, and I think it could push it further.
Yeah.
It depends how you feel about a round of applause.
I think I've noticed a common theme in this show is that we value the kind of humble, honest competitors, right?
Definitely.
I think that I have this bit of a sticking point of the round of applause where it's obviously nice to, show someone that you care, but it kind of gets a bit self-indulgent as well. Like the film festivals where it's like, oh, standing ovation for 20 minutes, and it got 20 minutes compared to the other film that got like 15 minutes. So that means this film's better.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You're gonna get sore hands.
Exactly.
Stop.
I think that's the thing, the performative aspect of applause. Because don't get me wrong, spreading the joy, we love that on this show. But spreading the joy of information, as with the paper round, is inspiring.
Yeah, it is. Have you seen Newsies?
Yeah, musical enjoyer.
Yeah,
as you know.
Oh, you can do it.
What was I going to do?
I thought you were clearing your throat to do barbershop haircut. It's not going to come.
Barbershop haircut, the caustic water.
That's what I was thinking of. If Newsies had been applausies, I wouldn't have been watching it. It'd be a much less interesting musical, as far as I'm concerned. What are they going to do? They're not going to barbershop haircut with money that they've made from clapping. No one makes money from clapping.
And that is why the paper round is moving on between a round of applause and the paper round. Paper round, you are.
Oh, the volume's still down because I faded out the song. Let's try that one again. I'm really off my game today.
It's okay. Don't worry.
You had a rough week last week.
Me and the listeners forgive you.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't say that again. I wish I could clap and make money. It's like every time I clap my hands, I make like £1. That would be sick.
Okay, our second semi-final for today, a round of golf versus the humble Robin.
Ooh, tricky one. I wasn't expecting these two to come up against each other.
No.
I'll be honest.
I think we've got to start thinking about the image of golf as a sport. Football is the beautiful game.
Yeah.
Everyone around the world plays football.
Yeah.
You can play it anywhere. As long as you've got a ball, you can play football.
And a foot.
Of course.
That's the other crucial
preferably 2
requirement.
Even. Yeah. But golf, it does require a lot more setup.
Yeah, you gotta. Tiger Woods' caddy is the highest paid sports person, more than Tiger Woods himself, just because the caddies make so much commission. Like every time, you can fact check this. You can fact check it. I'll probably be exposed to be wrong, but I saw that somewhere.
Tiger Woods' caddy earns a base weekly salary of approximately $1,500 to $2,500 during tournaments.
Yeah,
with additional income tied to Woods' performance. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, so it's like obviously Tiger Woods gets the tournament winnings, but then the caddy gets a share of that. So I think it works out that overall the caddy is in the money.
Wow,
like you said, the image of golf is pretentious. I'm thinking white men in polo shirts, and
that's not necessarily golf's fault.
No,
but when you think about the kind of people who play golf, not my kind of people.
Of course, if we're thinking of like a combat situation, if I hit a golf ball at a robin, the ball probably wins. Just throwing that one out there.
But if we're thinking about which can fly further,
I don't know. Some people have a pretty mean stroke, like I said earlier.
This is true.
Although the robin probably still wins out. The ball's going faster, but the robin, it's like the hare and the tortoise.
Yeah. Yes. I think we have come to a mutual conclusion here.
I think we're both, every time we speak about the humble Robin, we got a little grin on our faces. We love that. We love that little guy.
Okay.
Of a round of golf and a round robin. The round robin is...
I think quite an unexpected final here today.
Yeah, this is two humble competitors facing it off. Who is simply the best? A paper round or a round robin?
Oh, this is quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think paper round, it's a great job for the young ends.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers' responsibility, teachers waking up early, which is always great. I do think, however, there's the potential for exploitation.
This is true.
And you talked about Newsies earlier. And the story of Newsies is the newspaper workers taking a strike on doing the paper round because they were being exploited by the big corporation. You talked about the newsagent earlier that you avoided. I wonder how many people didn't avoid their newsagent and were forced to wake up early to do a paper round they didn't want to do.
Yeah, I wasn't leaping to do that paper round, was I?
No, I think when it comes down to it,
Yeah.
you may leap to see a robin. Somebody says, come look, there's a robin.
Yeah.
You're leaping around
No,
that
I'm going to
corner.
sneak. I don't want to scare off the robin.
Of course.
Rule number one.
You're going to leap with grace
Yeah.
and quietness.
I'm going to crouch.
Sneak.
Guy, being a little bird spotter.
But you can't beat a robin, can you? When have you ever seen a robin and got sad?
I don't think I ever have. It can only positively affect my mood. Or like neutral. There are times where it's just like I'm not
in the mood.
Not in the mood. Not in the mood right now.
But there are times where I'm very much not in the mood to do a paper round.
Yeah. If you told me, like right now, for instance, you go out, get on your bike, deliver red brick newspaper to the good people of Birmingham,
I wouldn't be leaping at the chance.
No.
There's a clear winner here.
Yeah.
The last minute entry. 10 minutes. I wonder how differently this bracket would have gone.
Yeah.
Had we had a round of ammo. I assume lightning round would have beaten it out, but I don't know.
I think round of ammo, it's one of those kind of warfare adjacent ones, which I do tend to feel quite negatively about. You know, we had POWs the other week, and it's like, obviously, you know, again, my peace and love to the POWs out there, but in an ideal world, there wouldn't have to be prisoners of war, right? And it's the same thing with like rounds of ammo. I don't think it would have made it.
In an ideal world, I don't think I'd change the amount of robins.
I have more. Worlds full of robins.
But I think that might take away from their...
I'd be swimming in robins.
Okay.
It would just be like, they'd be going around this room right now. It'd be chaos.
Wow.
But I'd be full of glee. I'd be leaping.
And that is why, between a paper round and round robins, a round, humble round robin is...
And the second animal that's joined this
I think animals maybe do have a unique advantage in the fact that you can't hate animals as much as you can humans, I think, capacity-wise.
I don't know. You know, in Tom and Jerry, there's like the dog that comes and he like kind of hits Tom.
Just disrupts the whole vibe.
Yes, it's like I'm watching Tom and Jerry, not Tom and Jerry and the dog. Get out.
Okay, we've got 10 minutes or so.
Perfect. That's all we need because we are going to do a little round that we like to call
Lightning Round.
You heard it earlier. You'll hear it again.
And this is the segment of the show where we take some of your suggestions from @SimplyTheBestShow on Instagram.
We rate them out of 10, and the one that we like the most gets a prize. This is actually maybe the best prize we've had. Essential oils collection. You don't know how much about the inessential oils, do you? I mean, what makes these so essential?
Good point.
It was like crude oil.
I can't imagine it's great for the skin.
No, but there you go. So, things you can win. Kadak Elsie said, you can win someone's heart.
Very wholesome. I think I'll give that an 8. 8 out of 10.
Okay, straight in.
Yeah.
No
you know
hesitation.
You can win someone's heart. It's always... The chase is exhilarating.
Yeah.
But there's no better feeling, is there?
No, there's not. And it's at the end of the day on the chase, Bradley Walsh has won my heart, I think. The heart, this is kind of similar. I like this one a lot, though, so I had to throw it in. The Hearts of the Masses from Sam.
You win the Hearts of the Masses.
Which I liked even more than just winning someone's heart.
Interesting.
I'm putting that like if we're going 8 for hearts, I'm putting that like a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Could I bring it down to an 8.5?
Yeah. You can win, this is from Finn, the 2025 Conkers World Championships in Northamptonshire. Do you know about the scandal that happened?
I did hear something about this, but
so there's rumblings about it. There's this. I don't want to kind of slander anyone, so if I've got this wrong, please don't sue me. Basically, there was a guy, and he was suspected of like putting an iron ball inside his conker so that it would just completely demolish the competition.
Right,
and that was the biggest scandal in the conquers World Championships held in Northamptonshire. I think
Which
maybe ever.
we both herald from.
Of course.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
So how would you feel about winning World Championships of conkers?
I think I would be quite proud.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there was room for cheating, I don't know. I'd maybe give it a 6. 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Nothing too crazy.
You can win a prize. This is from Chris. This is from my mum as well.
Which, of course, is something that we are trying to do on this show. It's always nice to win a prize. I think prizes are great. Winning them's even better.
Yeah.
I'd maybe go 8.
You can win the jackpot. Now this is a good one. I love winning the jackpot.
You love your little phrases, your little words, don't you? You're a big fan of that.
I'm a man of many phrases.
I'm a big fan of the jackpot as well.
Yeah.
Winning the jackpot. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember the mobile game, Coin Dozer?
Oh, you have unlocked a memory there. I was on that 24/7.
Man, that was a good game. I remember winning the jackpot in that.
Do you remember the little complete rubbish to anyone who didn't play this game?
Okay.
Do you remember the little prizes would come down, like the little toys and stuff, and you have to get them off the end?
Yeah.
Might download that after the show.
I think just for the phrase and the game,
memories
it's given us. I think I'm giving that a 9.
Yeah. You can also win a game, although you, my friend, have lost the game.
I've now lost the game. Yeah.
That's always fun.
Sometimes people can get too competitive, though. I think something I've learned from one of my friends recently is that sometimes you've just got to play for fun.
Yeah, this is true.
Sometimes it's not worth it to win.
Thinking back childhood years of you destroying me at Smash Bros. I was just playing for fun.
Yeah.
Let's stick that at like a 7. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Good suggestion there. Everything's scoring pretty highly this week.
Yeah, definitely.
I fear people have kind of clocked how to
the meta
tickle our pickles, so to speak.
I didn't know. No, okay.
Push our buttons. You can win respect.
I think winning someone respect is always a good feeling.
Yeah.
I'd maybe give that an 8.
Yeah. You can win a wooden spoon. Wooden spoon being, of course, like the loser's prize for the person who comes absolutely last place.
I never have won a wooden spoon, I don't think. Quite counterintuitive if you lose to win it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oxymoron.
Ooh.
Whoa. Civil War.
I think I maybe give winning a wooden spoon a 6.
I'm tempted to go like lower. It's like a 5.
We can't be too nice.
Yeah, we can't be too nice. You can win from Ben a £10 gift voucher. I don't know if that like kind of aspirational. Maybe he was thinking that's what he was going to get today.
Unfortunately,
sorry,
I don't
mate.
know if the budget extends that far.
You're getting some essential oils,
or if there is any budget at all.
There is. What do I find like for free?
Canvas for free.
The tat in my drawer.
Winning a gift voucher. It's not as good as winning money, is it, really?
No, it's like someone came up with... I think gift voucher is the biggest scam ever.
Yes.
Money that is less useful than money because you can only spend it in certain places.
Yes. I'd maybe give a £10 gift voucher a 4.
Yeah, 4 for that one. From Andy, I quite like this one. You can win Simply the Best's weekly lightning round.
Very clever suggestion.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I agree.
That's after... I want to say a losing streak from Anvi. Well, we've absolutely shafted her suggestions. I quite like that one quite a lot.
Yes, I agree with you. And maybe I'd give that... Oh, what are you thinking?
I give that like an 8. I like
okay,
that.
An 8.
That's made me smile. Good. This is from your mum. You can win big.
You can win big.
Yeah.
Winning the jackpot and winning big, similar, but I think jackpot has a little bit more charm to it.
Yeah.
I'd maybe give winning big a 7.
Yeah.
You don't want to win too big. A lot of people get very depressed after winning the lottery.
Oh, yeah, of course. Have you seen the stats about the postcode lottery?
No.
Pipeline into depression. It's horrible.
Right. I guess maybe we've got to give winning big...
Ethical concerns.
Maybe we've got to give winning big low. Maybe it's a 3.
Yeah, 0. -2. No. I jest. Last one is another one from Andy. You can win a giveaway, which is kind of what we're doing right now.
I agree.
Giveaway.
Winning giveaway, similar to winning a prize. Maybe
yeah, it does kind of annoy me. You know those Instagram giveaways where it's like, I'll repost this on your story. And I see like everyone's reposting it on their stories. And I think, you schmucks, you're never going to get that free tattoo.
Yeah. I think I saw this exact same post that you're referencing.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of giveaway, I believe it's Reuben's mum who's won this week. Winning with You Can Win the Jackpot.
You've got some essential oils, which I don't know what makes them so essential. I've been just fine without them, but you can have them, and apparently they're pretty crucial.
And with that, thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode of Simply the Best.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.